That's peanut butter behind me. I eat a lot of peanut butter, so you might guess that I buy the more economical jar, the large one, but I don't. I can get the large jar off the shelf at the grocery store, but I can't hold it and scoop peanut butter out of it at the same time. It's too large for my small hands, so I buy the medium-sized jar. How does the peanut butter company decide on appropriate sizes for their jars? In this chapter, you will learn how to construct and interpret confidence intervals that could help the peanut butter company use appropriate sizes. I collected data from a sample of 34 Americans who can hold an average of 4.67-inch diameter jar comfortably, where they can hold it and scoop out the peanut butter, with a standard deviation of 0.86 inches. What jar should be the biggest that the peanut butter company uses? I want to be 95% confident that the average American can hold this jar. Using the data provided on Blackboard, which shows the numbers close to the ones I just mentioned, I calculated the confidence intervals so that 95% of all samples of 34 would have a mean diameter of between 4.37 inches and 4.97 inches. So if the peanut butter company makes jars with a diameter of 4.37 inches or smaller, they can be 95% sure, actually more since we didn't include the part above the interval, that the average of everyone in our population can hold their jar and still scoop peanut butter. Note, this does not mean 95% of the population will be able to hold the jar and scoop. Back to my problem. I can easily hold the medium-sized jar with a diameter of 3.25 inches, but barely can't scoop anything out of the large 3.5-inch jar. Since the large jar is in the appropriate range, less than lower bound of 4.37 inches, then the company has an appropriate sized jar. I just have absurdly small hands. A better way to address the situation would be to not look at the mean, but at individuals. This is actually easier in some ways than confidence intervals, but not by a lot. But it's not covered in this course because of one fact we'll look at in a minute. Let's examine a 95% confidence interval for an individual, not a mean. We will continue to use the student's t-distributions. We will continue to use S, 0.86 inches, X bar, 4.67 inches, from the sample of 34 adults. Difference is that when we calculate our margin of error, we will not divide by the square root of n, since it's not a central limit theorem calculation. This tells me that 95% of people can hold and scoop a jar between 2.91 inches and 6.42 inches. By this calculation, the large jar is too big since the diameter is bigger than what at least 2.5% of the population can hold, since 2.5% would be below the interval and 2.5% would be above the interval. This is assuming that the distribution is bell-shaped, which I don't know anymore since the central limit theorem does not apply. I encourage you to return to this video after you complete 7-2 and perform the two calculations and check my work. My calculations will be posted at the end of the chapter.